We are the proud custodians of Queensland and Northern Territory Aerial Services, Qantas. Their story began 100 years ago today on the 16th of November when that company was registered in Brisbane. Their mission was to become an airmail service, to deliver that service to the people and communities of Western Queensland.
At the first board meeting in Winton in 1921, it was decided to move the airline's operation to Longreach, where this hangar was built in 1922.
Conditions were tough. The aircraft were very different than they are today, but early Qantas staff were innovative and determined in those trying conditions.
With government and community support, the young airline was able to set up regular services across Queensland, providing a faster mail and passenger service. In 1930, the airline would move its headquarters to Brisbane, then to Sydney in 1938.
Qantas has been through some trying times, including the Second World War. They had to adapt as situations changed. An example is the double sunrise service. It replaced the flying boat service from Sydney to Singapore when the Japanese invaded Southeast Asia by flying Catalinas from Perth to Sri Lanka. 28 hours to connect to England, non-stop, unarmed, radio silence, never knowing if the Japanese might pounce on them. An amazing credit to these brave crews.
Once the war was over, the aircraft got bigger and faster, and the world felt a little closer with Qantas's round the world service. In this old girl, the UK flight went from 9 days just down to 4.
However, nothing could quite prepare us for the jet age, which all started for Qantas back in 1959 with the 707. The aircraft was twice as fast, could carry twice as many passengers than the Super Constellation. The 707 would begin to bring in new immigrants to our country and then transport the troops to and from the Vietnam War, also known as the Skippy Squadron.
The progression of aviation technology would continue, and less than 20 years after first flying the Boeing 707, Qantas began flying the Queen of the Skies, the Boeing 747, and will continue to do so until July 2020.
While 2020 hasn't turned out the way anyone had planned, there is still so much for us to celebrate. So from all of us here at the Qantas Founders Museum,
Happy birthday, Qantas!